Just 6 words can make a big difference. And with the presidential election just around the corner, the National Constitution Center in Philadelphia is giving you a chance to make your voice heard with Address America, your 6-word stump speech.
In 6 words, people say lots.
We the people run the government.
A new president equals new jobs.
Less money to support violent actions.
I think breastfeeding could change America.
Only voters may complain about government.
Let's bring our old values back.
Let's take care of our homeless.
Help prevent all poverty and bullying.
Freedom comes with a great responsibility.
Russians think American freedom is beautiful.
Tolerance, freedom, liberty, inalienable, currency, independency.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to On the Vote. I'm Robert Trainum. With me is Alison Young, Vice President of External Affairs for the National Constitution Center. Alison, let's talk about what we just saw. Independency. Is that a word?
We haven't decided yet, but when it comes from the historic reenactors, we give them a little bit of leeway.
What a really unique and cool idea. Why did you decide to do this project?
The Constitution Center is really excited during this election season to give people a new way to engage. And what we've found with different projects over the year is that we've got to meet people where they are. And people don't want to hear long speeches. They're tired of all of the debates. And so we're giving them a way to, in 6 words, engage in the election cycle and talk about the topics and the ideas that they're the most excited about.
Why 6 words? Is it because it makes them focus, to keep it short and sweet? Why 6 words?
I think 6 words is difficult for people. You know, we tend to be a little long-winded.
Sure.
So giving people 6 words is giving them an opportunity to really pare down their thoughts, to think about what's most important, say it in only 6 words. It's also part of a larger project that we're doing with Smith Magazine on the 6-word memoir project. So we're going to do a lot of things in 6 words. Right now, it's your 6-word stump speech, and then after the election, we'll turn to your 6-word inaugural address. You can tell the president what you want him to say.
I want to talk about how the folks that are watching this program right now, how they can get involved with this, because it's really cool. Can you just pull up your PDA device or go in front of a camera? How does this work? How do you submit your 6-word stump speech?
There are 3 different ways that we're excited about. One is at the actual museum in Philadelphia. It's part of our core exhibit where people can learn a little bit more about the project, interact.
Which is, I need to interrupt you for a second.
Sure.
For the viewers who have never been to the National Constitution Center, it is an absolutely fabulous interpretive museum. Every single person out there, regardless of whether or not you're an American or not, you should go to this museum because it is world class.
Thank you. We hope that it tells the story of all of us that are included in We the People. So it's a great museum. So you can take part in our exhibit that's there in the main exhibit at the center. And so you can interact with our docents, have them help you with your 6-word stump speech, and then it's broadcast up on a wall. So that's what we're doing on site. We're also doing it online. So if people go to addressamerica.constitutioncenter.org, you can enter in your 6-word stump speech there. And then what's fun about that is that people that are entering online are showing up on the wall in the exhibit. People that are doing it in the exhibit can see what people around the country are doing online. And then finally, what we're most excited about this summer is we're taking Address America to the Republican National Convention in Tampa and the Democratic National Convention in Charlotte to engage those folks in what their 6-word stump speeches are.
Outstanding. And of course, for those individuals who cannot make it to Philadelphia or perhaps cannot go to the Republican or Democratic conventions, you can go to the website, as you mentioned, Alison, a few moments ago. You can also go to onthevote.us. I want to talk for a few moments about what a stump speech is. I hear over and over and over again the politicians, whether it's President Obama or Mitt Romney or someone running for the Congress or for the Senate or for the gubernatorial seat, talk about their values, talk about their vision for the state or for the country. What is a stump speech?
Stump speech is fundamentally different than a sound bite, and too often now we're seeing our politicians and people that are running for office that are talking only in sound bites, and they're not really talking about anything substantive, but they're talking about what the media wants to pull out and what they want to hear. Stump speech is really boiling your thoughts down into 6 words and your values. So a couple of great historical examples we've had some fun with are "Read my lips, no new taxes."
That's right, famous George H.W. Bush speech during the 1988 convention in New Orleans.
And we are a history museum, so we pull out the Abraham Lincoln quotes every now and again, and so we have have faith that right makes might.
That's right.
So it's been used throughout history, and we show some of those examples both on site at the museum and online to give people an opportunity to think about maybe how we've evolved as a concept of we the people over the last 225 years.
Alison, are there any other election-related activities that the museum is working on this year?
There are. We have 2 new exhibits in the museum, and one is that we're really excited about. We're partnering with a group called Elect Next. We've made some new interactive voting booths. So we're excited about it because I think it's fundamentally changing the way people vote. instead of thinking about campaign commercials and what you're seeing on the news, what we've done is take the people out of it and made voting machines in our exhibit where people vote on issues. You match yourself up to certain issues and how you feel about value statements, and then at the end it tells you, after you take your quiz, who you're most matched with. And sometimes people have that aha moment when they're voting based on issues and not based on what they're seeing on TV.
It's interesting because we all should mention that ElectionX is also with ownthevote.us. You can also go to that website as well. Before we go, I have a 6-word stump speech.
I'm dying to hear your 6-word stump
Are
speech.
you sitting on pins and needles?
I am.
A fair deal for all Americans.
A fair deal for all Americans. You got it.
Yeah, so who knows? But thank you very much for joining us.
My pleasure,
We really appreciate
Robert.
it. Keep up the good work.
Thank you.
And of course, thank you for joining us for this edition of Own the Vote. I'm Robert Tranum. Have a great day, everybody. We'll see you next time. Take care.